Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So before I jump into the topic of this video, I just wanted everybody to see, once again, the definition of colorism, because it has a little something to do with what we're going to talk about in this video. I know there's still going to be somebody out there with some kind of confusion that's going to have something crazy to say, but all I can do is try, right? But anyways, so just a few days ago, the actress from Sister Tia Mowry, she came out with this ad. Well, I saw it on Instagram. I don't know where you all may have seen it, but I saw it on Instagram. I guess it's for like promoting a new hairline or something like that, where she was talking about this is black hair and promoting black hair and the standard of black hair and representation of what real black hair looks like. And at first, a lot of people were saying, oh, that's such a positive message. She's such, sending such a positive message about black hair. But then everybody who had critical thinking skills and could look past a lot of the surface level stuff understood that that advertisement was actually more detrimental, especially to black women and to black hair, than it was or ever could be helpful. And the reason why is because, well, first of all, not to be disrespectful, because everybody loves Tia and Tamir. She and her sister are not black, they are biracial. And I hate saying that sometimes because people get so offended and, they love saying, oh, well, this is what they talk about when they say they're not good enough for the black community. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to play that game, okay? We're going to shut that down and nip that in the bud. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with calling it how it is and being honest, telling the truth and shame the devil. There's nothing wrong with pointing that out, especially when it seems like it's being covered up. Because not acknowledging that they are biracial and that they are not black, again, it feeds into, and I've made a comment about this or a video about this in the past, how our society, the industry, and our community constantly tries to rebrand, repackage, and redefine what it is to be and look like a black woman. And it's quite disturbing and infuriating. And when we bring it up, we're constantly shut down, told we don't know what we're talking about, that we're crazy, that that's not the truth. Like, I've seen it all over the place. And it's mostly by people who it doesn't affect or who benefit off of it. I've seen people all over the place deny that colorism is even a thing. They have invaded spaces where black women, dark-skinned black women, have tried to talk about this kind of stuff and tried to shut them down with their own isolated instances, which it's messed up that they, that happened to them. But that's like, when somebody makes a space to talk about fat phobia and how detrimental and awful and disgusting it is. And then some skinny person jumps in the comment and says, oh, well, I've been talked about for being skinny. You see how stupid that sounds? How stupid that is? Like, I'm not saying that the skinny people should just shut up about being talked about for being skinny. I'm skinny, so I understand. But what would be stupid of me would be for me to go jump into a conversation where the issue is fat phobia. And when we know that that's a lot worse than anything else that we've seen, considering, the body types and body weight, and then go talk about my skinny experiences when the issue being discussed is fat phobia. It's not right. It's not fair. And it's not okay. I mentioned colorism earlier because that ties into this, but texturism is another thing that people love to deny. And the same people who are denying it are the people who usually benefit off of it. And they usually display what's called privilege guilt because they're literally mad because you're telling them that they have a privilege because of the texture of their hair or the color of their skin or the shade of their skin, which is ridiculous to me. Tell me you have pride without telling me you have pride. Tell me you have an issue that you need to have resolved, but you probably won't without telling me. But anyways, getting back on the topic, Tia is not black. She's biracial, and she does not represent the whole of black women. She does not represent the whole of what it looks like to be a black woman, and her hair does not represent black women's hair. As a matter of fact, her hair is the, quote, desired texture. What she should have done in her advertisement was have a host of actually black women that had a range of different black textures, especially type 4, since that's actually the most common hair type. And it's the hair type that is constantly being dragged through the media, in our society, in the community, constantly being talked about, constantly being said it's not good enough, not pretty enough, ugly, this, that, and the other. But instead, she got on Instagram and basically said she was going to be another face of what it looks like to be a black woman having black hair and black hair representation, that she was going to be that representation, and basically fed into and reinforced everything we've been talking about. And and everything we've been trying to get people to see and understand. And I don't believe, or I don't want to believe, that she did that intentionally, that that's the message that she was trying to put out on purpose. Although whether it was intentional or unintentional, and if she was aware or unaware, it's still a message that was put out that needs to be addressed. And unfortunately, there's always going to be that group of people that love to say, like I said before, y'all don't know what y'all are talking about, y'all are doing too much, y'all are crazy, or y'all are just jealous. They're going to come up with some excuse to deny what we're saying, what we're pointing out, because, like I said, either they benefit off of it or they have a lack of critical thinking skills. Or they just want us to shut up about our problems because they don't care and it doesn't affect them. Allow me to submit this one last idea, so to speak, for your consideration. There are some people who do benefit from colorism, texturism, and featureism that whenever they see these kinds of, ideals, things being pushed in the media, it actually pisses them off because one, they're not crazy in the head, okay? They're not discriminatory, and they have people in their lives who they care about who unfortunately is on the receiving end of said colorism, texturism, and featureism. Some of these people have even gotten up and said, hey, y'all are wrong for doing this. This is not okay. And even people don't believe them when they say it. It's already bad enough that they don't believe the people who suffer from it and are pointing it out because we can see it and it hurts us the worst. But even sometimes when people who do benefit off of it see it and they know it's wrong and they try to point it out, nobody really wants to listen. So we're going to keep having these issues and we're going to keep talking about it and getting on everybody's nerves that we have to until we can properly address it without being told we're crazy and that don't exist and that that's not the truth and that we just need to shut up and take it, and until we can completely get these issues resolved. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel down in the comments respectfully below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all have a blessed day.